Hey, what's up? It's me, Jessica J, and I was just wondering if you've ever sat and thought to yourself, how do I make a girl wanna kiss me? Well, if so, I'm glad you asked, because today I'm gonna go over 5 things that absolutely must take place in order for us women to want to feel your lips on our lips. And to make sure you never miss out on another opportunity to get her wanting you just as bad as you want her. Or another one of my videos, don't forget to hit the subscribe button right here, right now. Okay, so a lot of guys think that I just gotta go in for it. I'm a man, I'm just gonna go be a man and go for the kiss. But really, it might fall flat if she isn't wanting it herself and desperately waiting for you to do it. And to us, the first kiss is everything. It's like, oh my God, our first kiss is amazing. That's how we know that we're gonna get married and have 12 babies. The first kiss can even override a plethora of awful shit she's already thinking about you. Which is why it's so important for you to get us wanting it just as bad, so that it's kind of our idea that we move things forward. So the very first thing that must be in place is actually silence / sexual tension. Okay, so unfortunately, a lot of guys will confuse sexual tension with an awkward silence. So I remember I was on a date with this guy one time, and the conversation between us was really great. I don't even remember what we were talking about, but it was a very heated conversation. We weren't really laughing. We weren't really flirting. We very well may have been debating politics and religion, but there was absolutely no lag in our conversation at all. So when he lunged at me with his tongue out, headed towards my snout area, color me confused. Fine, we're having a great conversation. I'm having a good enough time with him, but because I wasn't ready for it and I did not feel the sexual tension, I felt very put off. And what do I always say about what we need to feel when we feel you? We either feel good or bad, and if it's not good, it's bad. And feeling caught off guard or confused is bad. It's completely natural for anybody to want to break tension, but if it's sexual tension and you let it sit there and you let us feel it in that moment as well with your silence, we're gonna sit there and hope that, oh my God, I hope he kisses me, it's the time. The second thing that needs to be in place is a high note. Now, I always talk about touching on a high note, and this is something that happens when either you both laugh or you both agree with one another, or you have a playful disagreement, or you're flirting super hardcore. Like I always say in my Speak to Spark Arousal program, if we don't feel something from you through this, we're not gonna wanna feel you all up in this. So you have to have an emotional high note for us to want to feel you even more. Number 3 is touch. So I already alluded to touching on a high note, but you absolutely have to touch. Period. I had a guy go in for the kiss once, and it was after a lot of laughing, a lot of conversation. He never touched me though, and we never flirted. So when he came in for the kiss, I was like, what are you doing? No, literally, that's what I said to him. Because it just didn't feel right. How am I supposed to feel ready to feel him on one of the most sensitive parts of my body if I haven't felt him anywhere else safe, like my elbow? So touching is a way to get her comfortable with feeling you on her to eventually feel you in her. Number 4 is flirting. If you aren't flirting and introducing the concept of you and her together at all, there will be no desire for us to kiss. Again, going back to the guy who never touched me, he also never flirted with me. So when he did come in for that kiss, I had already felt like he was my brother. The only difference between a relationship or a lover, or a romantic relationship and a lover, and other relationships like friendships and family is sex. So if you don't make it known that you want her in that way, we're just not gonna wanna feel you in that way. And number 5, give me 18 inches. No, that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is everybody has about 18 inches of what experts call intimate space. This is the space that we only allow really close friends, family, pets, or lovers into. So if you haven't invaded her 18 inches of personal space, so if you haven't invaded her 18 inches of personal intimate space yet, we're not gonna want you to kiss us, because then that's gonna be really weird because you're not in our intimate space yet. You have to break that barrier and get in that space, so she now feels comfortable and even more desiring of you now that you're in here. This is the thing that's gonna make it so much easier for you to touch her, to be more playful, to, what was the first one? Feel that sexual tension. So make sure you get inside her 18 inches and she'll want all your inches later in Pound Town. Those are the 5 things you absolutely must have in place for us to want to kiss you and be kissed by you. And if you know you're having a little trouble out there with the ladies and could use some one-on-one assistance, don't forget to hit the join button somewhere here on my channel so you can figure out how you can have me at your service to help you get and keep the women you want. Thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time.